True, we talked about this as 41 years ago today, Elvis Presley passed away. There's a Sacramento man who passed away about 2 years ago who was probably one of the world's top Elvis Presley experts. He wrote about a dozen books, including this one right here, and I worked with that man for a couple years at Warehouse Records, and he lived here in Sacramento. He passed away 2 years ago. His son is with us this morning to talk about this man his name is Lee Cotton, and he wrote a bunch of books. His son is Sean Cotton, and he's with us live via FaceTime. Sean, can you hear me this morning?
Yeah, I can hear you, Ken.
Hey, good morning. Wait a minute, it's evening. Where are you right now?
You see Oslo, Norway out of the window behind me.
Aha! All right. And also, Sean, where'd you go to school and when did you graduate?
I went to El Camino, graduated in 1993.
Yes, sir. It's the Eagles, right? Go Eagles. Go Eagles.
That's
I
right.
went to school with our former colleague and our friend Lisa Gonzalez. So Sean knows quite a bit about the folks here. Hey, you know what? I met your father, and I worked with him at the Warehouse Records, and he kind of changed my life. But I was always wondering, I never got to ask him before he passed, why did he choose to donate pretty much a lot of his literary life to covering Elvis?
From what I understand, it all started with a trip to a local pool in Georgia where he lived. And on the jukebox, you know, back in the day, music would come on, and he heard a song that he'd never heard the tune and never heard the like of before. And it was Elvis. And from what I've understood, he was hooked from then on, and made it a big part of his life. He got into photography in the beginning, but eventually he got in with some guys in Sacramento that had a record store and started working on K Street, started his own store on K Street, and music and Elvis were a big part of his life.
Absolutely, and we showed a picture of that store that you said you grew up in called Golden Oldies. In fact, where that store was now is the Renaissance building. And how long was that store there? You said you grew up there, right? The Golden Oldies store?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in the basement there and walking under the street and into the hotel across the street. But I think I can't remember exactly how long ago it was, but I remember the Renaissance building being sort of the end of the whole project.
Wow. And so, you know, we've talked about this for a while. The last years of your father's life, before that, he had kind of switched his passion with something else, because he spent a lot of time with Elvis, then he switched to something else after that, right?
Yeah, he was, as we talked about, he was big into the details, and he went big into the details with Elvis until basically there weren't any more, and he really switched towards the end of his life to Billy the Kid, which was something that he was a big fan of when he was growing up. And you know, a lot of his pictures when he was a kid, he's wearing a cowboy hat, and he's big into Gene Autry and those sorts of things. And he really dug into Billy the Kid. It's one of the sort of regrets I have, that we have a lot of his research and we don't really know what to do with it.
Well, Sean, thank you so much for sharing this with me, because we talked about this before. I always wanted to have your father on Good Day when I came back, and I remembered that I had him on Channel 31 Action News when he gave me this book back in like 1995, and he inscribed it and says, "For Ken, from the Warehouse Records to Channel 31, who'd have thought it would ever happen?" He was a really outstanding individual. He was the subject of my senior journalism project.
That's awesome.
I really appreciate you, Sean, letting me share this with everyone else out here as we talk about your father's dedication to Elvis and honor him 2 years after he passed. Sean, thank you, brother.
I really appreciate you taking the time for him, Kim.
Oh, of course, man.
Means a lot.
Absolutely. Much love to you, man, and your family. Talk to you again soon.
All right, bye-bye.
Sean Cotton is the son of the late Elvis author Lee Cotton, who was here in Sacramento for decades with that music store and raised his family here as well. He has about a dozen of these books. You can find them on Amazon. This one's so interesting because it details the entire 1950s tour schedule for Elvis, and it tells you if he came to your town.
Oh, cool.
Sacramento, he did not. The closest he came was San Francisco in 1957.
That's close enough,
Yeah,
right?
Close enough. But the detail in this book, the research,
That's
just amazing. He
awesome.
did this with about 12 different books as we talk about Elvis
Nice.
passing 41 years ago today. Back to you.
Right on. Thanks, kid.